It's taxi vlog 347. It is the 5th of March 2015, Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, planet Earth, eastern spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy, and so on and so on and so on. You may be wondering why I haven't been putting up many videos on the other channels. Well, for one thing, we ran out of footage for camping and travels, so that leaves the Feckwig channel out unless I do something special, like talk about being OCD at the laundromat. And for the Food Quick channel, well, I do have some whiskeys that I could be reviewing, but that gets kind of repetitive after a while. I mean, a lot of people who watch these things have never tasted the whiskeys that I'm talking about, so they have no idea what I'm talking about. And maybe they don't even like whiskey. They're only watching because they're subscribed to my channels and would rather see restaurant vlogs. Well, we do still go out to restaurants, but the last couple times we went out for dinner, I forgot the camera. Forgot the camera at home on the desk, collecting dust, and all I'm using it for is making these taxi vlogs. Well, if you're still watching, I've got to commend you for hanging in there, because these are getting repetitive even for me. I went out on Monday and it was quiet. There were a lot of videos to watch. People put up a lot of videos on Monday. And so I watched a lot of videos, and then by the time I had finished watching videos, I started to read my book, and well, I had no energy left, so I fell asleep. But the night worked out okay. I took home about $100 for a Monday, first week of the month. That was okay. And you know, I wasn't disappointed with that. I came out once again on Tuesday night and did it again. I maybe even did a little better because I had some Interac overs. I had a fair amount of charges, Interacs and credit cards. And that covered my lease, and I got out just enough cash from the venture of that evening so that I could pay the astronomical, stupid, ridiculous price for some of my diabetic medication. The main ones, diabetic medications, there's one that makes your cells more sensitive to insulin, and there's another one that gives your pancreas a poke to produce more insulin. So we got it coming and going. More insulin and more sensitivity to insulin. There's a third diabetic drug, which I think it produces just a little more insulin, or it makes the cells of the body just a little more sensitive to it. Anyway, it brings the sugars down just a little bit. And this just a little bit cost $327 for 3 months. But last year it cost only $119 for 3 months. See, the government subsidizes medication for poor people like me. But you have to get a thing called a special authority from your doctor to get them to cover it. Because after all, they are an insurance institution, and insurance companies don't want to pay out. So they make you jump through hoops in order to get what you're entitled to anyway. But they make you jump through hoops just because it's easier for them not to pay than to pay. They got to balance their books somehow. So the pharmacist said, "Oh yeah, you have to see your doctor to get one of these." And I said, "But we got one last year." He said, "Well, yours expired." And I said, "But wait a minute, I was under the impression that these things, once it's approved for life." Well, this was not the case. It was expired. I even have the paper here somewhere that says so. Ah, yes. Here it is. Anyway, you don't need to see it. I have it. So, when I was in the doctor's office in the examination room, he comes in and says, "What are you here for?" I said, "You won't believe this, but I need a special authority for this drug." And he says, "Well, I'm confused. I thought we did this last year." I said, "Yes, we did." And then I asked the pharmacist, "What is the story behind this?" And I said, "I thought these were good for life." And the pharmacist said, "Well, for some people they're good for life, but for other people they expire." So there's no reason or rhyme for it. So now I had to get the doctor to fill out another special authority for me to get my drug. Anyways, getting that prescription filled cost me all the money I had on me, and all the money I made Monday night and Tuesday night. So I came into Wednesday night broke. I just had enough to make change for a 20. And the night started okay, and it went quite decently until about 3 o'clock, where the long wait began. And I think I waited till 4:30, and no calls came up, and no, the machine didn't book me off. Oh yes, that did happen on Monday night. Towards the end of the night, the machine booked me off without telling me, without giving me any indication. And when I hit update, it said, "You are not logged in," or "You are logged out," something like that. So then I logged back in, got myself a position, second in zone, and then I proceeded to fall asleep. And then the thing went down again, and I didn't get a call for like an hour and a half. And the waiting game, I'm sitting here waiting and sleeping. Then at 5:30 I wake up and I go, "What? I'm still second?" I push the update and it says, "You are logged off," again. Anyway, that made me angry Monday night, and I was so tired anyway, maybe I needed to sleep more than I needed any business. And the following morning, that would be the Wednesday morning, there was no business out here anyway between 3 and 6. I think I had 2 short trips in that whole time, if not 1. Anyway, last night, which was the Wednesday night, or the Thursday morning, between 3 and 6, I did nothing but wait, except I did get a $20 fare to take a grocery guy to the grocery store, to the supermarket, and that was good for 20 bucks. And then I figured I'd just wait another 15 minutes, and when the 15 minutes is up, I would finish my shift, I would fuel up and park it. Sure enough, 5 minutes into that 15 minutes, I got another call, and it was another grocery supermarket guy going to work, and it was another $25 fare. So that worked out beautifully. At the end of my shift, I ended up doing all right. And since I was broke, it was good to make $150 for myself, or somewhere in that vicinity. And I really need it bad, because on Tuesday I have to pay the chiropractor bill. It's another $260. And I wouldn't be in such a bind except for that $327 charge for that medication. So hopefully next time I will have my special authority and get my medication cheaper, so that I will not be stuck when it comes to paying for my chiropractor bill. And I'm supposed to take Cindy out for dinner again this weekend, so I'm going to need some more money besides that $260 by Tuesday. I got to have that money put away, and I got to have some money to go for dinner. Aside from that, I'm poor. I got nothing left. I did not foresee that that pill, that medication, special authority expiring like that. Who would? So I'm kind of angry about that, and I got to make some more money tonight and tomorrow night. Worst case scenario, I'm making the last $40 or $50 on Monday night to pay my chiropractor on Tuesday morning. Oh, what a life this is. I'm not even living paycheck to paycheck. I'm living night shift to night shift at the moment. And usually January, February, March, the early part of the year is like that. Oh, ambulance, what the fuck? Ambulance, move over, let him go. Oh, he's coming this way. Yike. He's pulling into the mall. Maybe somebody had a heart attack when they saw the price of something. Anyway, tonight looks like it might be a slow start. Let's get updated here. The update says second in the zone. I think I'll watch some videos, and I'll let you know about the Thursday and Friday nights as they happen, or just after they happen. Talk to you soon. The time is now 5:33 a.m. On Saturday morning. I just dropped off a customer here at the Walmart. Well, let's see, Thursday was going pretty good. I had about 150 on by midnight, and that was really alright. And then after midnight it kind of slowed down, and I remember that the last 2.5 hours of my shift I didn't make anything, but I had $150 worth of Interac, and I only needed like 110, so I had 40 over. which contributed towards tonight's shift. I'm a little bit under on Interac for my lease, so I will be giving some cash in. And now I just had 2 $20 fares in a row, and believe me, I needed those. Because this has been the most brutal Friday night in a while. It took me until 1 o'clock in the morning to break even, and I started at 7. And it took me until now to double the break-even point. So I'm not going home with a lot of money, because it's a $145 lease, and it's about $15 for fuel. So 160. Yeah, I don't even have 320 on. I'm less than half, or less than twice the break-even point for a Friday. That's just horrible. And it was a full moon a couple days ago. Now it's about 93% waning gibbous moon. And so the full moon, I think, has influenced people quite a bit on tonight, or this shift. The people who had been drinking, the drunks, were more belligerent and aggressive and somewhat drunker than usual for a Friday. And of course, Fridays are always more drunk and belligerent than usual. I have nearly finished my book, Go Tell the Spartans by Purnell and Sterling. Oh, another call. I might as well do it, because I still have half an hour left of my shift. And is there anything special? Okay, that's good to know. I'm supposed to pull up on the side street to go pick up the address on the through street. Yep. Well, that's good. So anyway, this night, and it's been a really tight week, because I think, what was it, I mentioned in the first part of this vlog about the expensive pharmacy visit, and I need to pay my chiropractor on Tuesday, and I've got enough for the chiropractor, and I've got enough, I think, to take Cindy out for dinner. But that's it. And my jackets have to come back from the dry cleaner on next week sometime, and I need some money for that, which I don't have now. So hopefully Monday night's earnings will take care of that, and then the rest of next week will go towards buying groceries, and the rest of the month will go towards paying rent, and the cycle continues. It's a treadmill, it's a rat's race. I am just at the point where I'm running hard enough to not go flying off the end. I'm just ahead of the roller, so to speak. This time of year is often tight. Well, maybe I'll come up, or it looks like I'm coming up with a strong ending for the night, because most of it was rather weak. I hope that your struggle with existence is going better than mine.